All right. Welcome back, everybody, to Altcoin Daily, where you subscribe for a video on cryptocurrency every day. My name's Austin. Feel free to pump up the speed of today's video up to 1.25, maybe 1.5. I'm just going to be taking things a little bit slower today, so feel free to do that. But that being said, grab a green beer and let's jump in. I've pulled 3 news stories for you, just things that I think is important that you know. Being investors in the space. But really today, I just want to talk about Bitcoin and the price of Bitcoin. Some of this positive momentum that we've been seeing from Bitcoin over the last 2.5, 3 weeks into this weekend. Bitcoin's been looking strong. Yes, it's very possible that we're about to see a correction that would not only be fair, that would be healthy. But either way, Bitcoin has been looking very strong over these last 2-3 weeks, so we're going to talk about it. That being said, let's jump over to the market, refresh, and I should say a big thank you to one of our sponsors for today, Stake.com. You know Stake.com. A lot of you like Stake.com. You use it. Stake.com is an online cryptocurrency-based gaming website where you can wager real cryptocurrency with fun, easy-to-use games that are provably fair. You can see people right now playing these games using their Litecoin, using their Ethereum. The thing that I like about Stake.com, like I said, and use my link down below. I have a link down below. Check it out for yourself. But the thing that I like is they're a licensed, provably fair casino for smart gambling. So check it out. But let's jump to the market. Right now, total market cap is sitting at 139, practically $140 billion market cap. Let's put that into perspective real quick. This is total market capitalization for year to date, so for all of 2019. What do you see? Well, this is the third time in the last 3-ish months that the market cap has touched and tried to pass this 140 resistance. We touched it one time about 2 weeks ago. We were not able to sustain. We consolidated. We're testing it again, but the last time that we really tried to get over there was at the very beginning of the year in January, where the market cap hit just under $140 billion. Of course, at that time, the market was on its way down, or maybe we had just hit, I forget, maybe we just hit the lowest point, and that was our first attempt to break past the resistance. Either way, we were near all-time lows on our way down, and now 3 months later, we're retesting it again. Of course, a lot of things have changed since then. We'll talk about all that when we talk about Bitcoin. But let's just zoom in on the top 10 real quick. If you look at the top 10, I mean, obviously a ton of positive movement for everything over the last 7 weeks. The big winner in the top 10, or I guess maybe top 11 today, is Ethereum's doing pretty well, but Cardano is really the big winner. A lot of people, I don't want to say FOMOing, but a lot of people are suspecting that Cardano will be the next coin added to Coinbase. And yes, the Coinbase effect isn't as prominent as it once was, but that's why Cardano, everything else kind of leveled off a little earlier in the week. Cardano up almost 3%, still going strong. It is the last altcoin that Coinbase said that they would add at the beginning of last year. We have one more to go, and Cardano could be it. Let me know what you think in the comments. But let's jump to Bitcoin. Right now, one Bitcoin costs about $4,000. And let's zoom out a little bit. Let's actually zoom out all the way to right when the market saw all-time highs. And we touched a little bit on this yesterday. But one of the big differentiators, different than in January of this year and similar to the beginning of 2018 last year, is volume. Volume is not just up a little bit, it's up. Right now it's 10,000 24-hour volume as opposed to 6,000 and 7,000 where it's been for this all of last year for the year of correction. But the last time we've seen volumes like this, a little dead cat bounce in April where the 24-hour volume, is right what it is now. But really it's January when we had a ton of retail investors buying, a ton of retail investors selling. So in terms of, it means that there's a lot more people trading, buying Bitcoin, buying altcoins, and whether this is real or whether this is fake, because a lot of people say that, hey, all on-exchange volume, it's highly manipulated by bots, by whales. My question is then, Why do these whales want us to think that all this trading is going on? It's very interesting. It just goes to show more than anything that things are different than they were 3 months ago. Very interesting what this week will bring. Last thing I want to point out to you is Bitcoin dominance is back to about 50%. And let's actually just zoom in. Let's go year to date on this too. Well, maybe that's too close. Let's do just what we did before, all the way back for 2018. So what you'll notice is back when bull runs, the market starts turning bullish, what Bitcoin does, altcoins flourish. And Bitcoin increases too, but its dominance goes way down. We're beginning to see that right here. We'll zoom out to another year and a half, in fact. And I mean, Bitcoin has been hovering between 50 and 51%. It looks like Bitcoin dominance is going down further. This could be a key indicator, along with the volume, along with fundamentals, to know if the bull market has truly turned. This channel will keep you updated. Let's get to the news. Coinbase Pro increases their fees. So I'm going to show you this in a second, but really it's more expensive for the little guy, you and me, less expensive to the whales. Not only did they increase their fees for Coinbase Pro, but there's just a lot of technical differences. There's new order. This is more for day traders out there. New order increment sizes if you're buying Bitcoin, and they turned off stop market orders, so you can no longer set a stop market order and add market. So check out this website if you're a day trader. It'll go into the specifics. But if we check out the exact fees that Coinbase Pro now has, you'll notice that the big whales that have over $1 billion USD volume, minimal fees, minimal takers fees, as opposed to the little guy, you and me, 0.15%, 0.25%. Let me know what you think. I mean, I'm just cluing you in. To put some perspective on this, what other people think, well, this is a tweet from Alex Kruger. Coinbase Pro raising fees. Coinbase Pro raising fees for smaller clients by 33% while lowering fees for larger clients. So I guess the big takeaway was the statistic, 33% more for the little guy. And this was my favorite piece of perspective, which I took away. Another person tweeted, pretty random day to hike all the fees up. Coinbase anticipating a new bull run, perhaps? It's a good question. Why now? Could be that Coinbase is looking at some of this dominance, probably more looking at some of this 24-hour volume. But either way, it seems to be preparing for something. Very interesting. This came out 2 days ago. This is pretty significant, just more of that fundamental bullish news that we hear about all the time. It doesn't seem to be affecting the price, but it's fundamentally awesome news. And I take that back. Little by little, step by step, these dominoes are falling. And ICE, we know ICE, they control the New York Stock Exchange, parent company. ICE launches new cryptocurrency data feed for 58 different coins and digital assets. This was their exact tweet. Where's the first one? This was their exact tweet. They listed out the full list. I like that. I'm going to support that. And it's a lot of the coins in the top 100. I mean, a lot of poop coins, I would say. There's the Bitcoin Cashes, Bitcoin Gold. We can go down the list. I'll leave this in the description. You can check out for yourself. Dogecoin, Elastos, Digibyte. A lot of the big ones. To note, they did not choose Binance Coin. We'll get to it. The Intercontinental Exchange, ICE, the parent company of the New York Stock Exchange, released a new data feed for the cryptocurrency market. There will be several digital assets listed to increase transparency in the crypto space. The crypto space has been growing during the last years, but companies and larger investors, so this is why they did it. Why are they adding this, launching this information on their data feed? Because large investors, companies have had problems finding a good quality and reliable information about the digital assets, and they're providing this transparency and just this detail. I mean, this is obviously an institution that people trust, and they might not want to go online and look at Coinbase, because they might say, hey, these This could be highly manipulated. Could be, probably is, slightly, but either way, it's just another barrier to entry that comes down, just another trusted place that whales can go, and it just becomes more the mainstream cryptocurrency. We're seeing it. Cryptocurrency become more the mainstream. Last piece of news, again, fundamental bullish news. Riot Blockchain Company plans a launch of a regulated cryptocurrency exchange in the US. The big word right here is regulated, so this did just get submitted for SEC approval. Bullish news. If this happens, and again, it's all pending on the SEC, then this would be a very easy place that businesses and institutions could come to, along with Fidelity, along with other places, to buy and trade cryptocurrency. Publicly traded United States-based company Riot Blockchain has filed with the SEC to launch a new regulated exchange. Like I said, it'll be called RiotX, and it's RiotX in the US by the end of Q2 2019, so within 3 months. And RiotX users would be allowed to create accounts connected to accredited banking institutions in the US and transfer and hold both fiat and cryptocurrencies. Obviously positive news. I mean, I know I say this all the time, but it's another on-ramp for if it gets approved, I should say. It's another on-ramp. But either way, just a little Sunday news for you. I have not had one green beer in the last 2 days. Let me know what you guys are doing. I'll let you go. You don't need me pontificating, but I'll let you go. I'll be talking to you guys in the comments. See you tomorrow.